5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Things that you say, I don't know, but happily I made anyway. Take on me. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the No Chaser Podcast. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
And we have a special guest today. Cosplayer, gamer.
Just a girl.
You might have seen her.
I've never done any of these things.
Oh,
Who do you think you?
Who are you talking
Googled
about?
5 minutes before this.
Oh, jeez.
You might have seen her on all types of things. I met her on All Def. And you know, she's just, and you know, we followed each other online, and you post things that make me laugh.
Well, that's good.
And I thought, she's probably cool enough to come on the show.
I can't wait to prove you wrong. So
Make some noise for, how do you want me to introduce you? Like real last name or Instagram name?
My real last name, my legal name, Jade Kim.
Jade Kim.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What's up?
Very cool.
Thanks for stopping
Do people ever have you introduce them by their Instagram names?
by. If I don't like just know their name, I'll introduce them or I'll ask.
Is it ever funny, like Assman69?
But then I'm like, oh, how do we have the same tag? It's crazy.
Whoa.
I didn't know you grew up in Anaheim.
Yeah, Anaheim, Buena Park, same thing. Orange County.
And that's interesting because when I met you, we were filming and we almost like had to fight a couple times.
Oh, a couple times.
Very hot takes, bro.
Are you serious? I got canceled by the entirety of the Asian community after that. I had to go into internet hiding.
Oh God, was it that bad?
I mean, okay. So you Googled me. Sometimes I Google me. And
Same.
it's a big mistake.
I'm in the
you
same
know?
boat. Yeah.
You don't Google yourself. And I'm not like I'm not as like famous as you guys. So if I Google me and something comes up, that means that there's something gnarly. And it's probably negative because it's the internet.
Yeah.
And oh God, I'm going to do it again too. On r/Asian identity, which is kind of an interesting subreddit. I'm chronically online. So
Okay.
I go on there and it's like this big headline like, Jade Kim says that she doesn't like K-pop because she can't understand what they're saying. And then I'm like, I guess like I didn't mean to say that that's not why I liked it. I don't
Right.
like K-pop because I think it sucks. Whether it's in English or Dutch, I'm still gonna not like
They
it.
probably took a couple of your jokes out of context or something.
Hopefully I'm gonna give that excuse and thank you for that grace. But then I went through the comments, which was an amazing mistake. And it's like, it's crazy out there. They're like, oh, I bet it's because she actually hates herself and she's half white and she doesn't want to be half Korean.
Internalized racism.
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
And then they're like, oh, like big surprise, she has a white boyfriend. Like, poof, what a race traitor. And I'm like, you're sounding a little Nazi-ish. I don't want to put it out there.
Well, to get you up to speed, Rick, you know, we did that episode of cultural blasphemy on All Death.
It's in the name. It's in
So
the name.
everyone's giving their hot takes of,
Very
of
hot.
things that would piss off your Asian peers,
Yeah.
right? And one of hers that just got me going, got me just.
Did we bring her here to jump her right
Yes.
now?
I know. I'm like, am I
Right,
about
let's
to
go.
get physically harmed?
Well, we're here to recondition your brain, you know.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now, she was like,
You.
she's like, I think taking your shoes off before entering the house is dumb. And
Yeah.
I was like,
It is.
what?
Everyone's like, you nasty ass bitch. Even like, no, that was like all racist blasphemy. I managed to piss off everybody.
Yeah,
So I'm
I
glad.
take my shoes off.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm glad I can unify like the races. And who know, it was to like hate me. And hey, it's fine.
You're here for a greater cause.
I'm here for a good time. And so be it.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, though, right? I think, yeah, we were, of course, you know, I was getting mad, but it's like we're all just kind of putting on a funny show, right? It's like,
I wasn't.
oh no, you were serious, and you're here to double down on that shit. So
Why wouldn't I?
yeah, and I'm actually the one that posted the most about you on that
I
subreddit.
figured. You just had a bunch of like sub accounts like Assman67, Assman68. Yeah.
You know what the thing about when you get into like subreddits and chat rooms and forums, that's when these motherfuckers just go in the most because
They're like mole people.
there's no face, there's no nothing.
It's
Just
only
say whatever.
internet. I know. I'm becoming one of those people.
Are
I'm
you?
like, there's not a moment of my day that I'm not like on Twitch listening to like Hassan, Abi, or like in Reddit reading about the weirdest shit. And I'm afraid that I'm like starting to corrode my brain, you know? Like,
Probably.
That's possible.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah,
You
well.
keep your shoes. No,
Well, I was gonna say it's like, and here's something I had to kind of remind myself of, right? It's like even though we're Asian in America, we are still Americans. So it's like,
Hardcore.
yeah.
Americans.
So I mean, yeah,
Proud of it.
and
Just kidding.
you should be.
Wait, she should be proud or she should be kidding?
She should be proud of it. Because we are here. We're Americans too, goddammit. And like, yeah.
Say, look, I'm American. I'm not necessarily proud of it, but don't try to tell me I'm not American.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because like we do it, yeah, we got this Asian shit that we got from our Asian families, but sometimes we got American shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes these
Really?
motherfucking dirty Americans don't take their shoes off when they enter the
Dirty
house.
as hell. I was raised by what most people would think are wolves, but no, I was raised by a white family.
Right.
You know, they're great. You know, like blonde hair, green eyes. Everyone thought I was adopted. That was kind of cool. I had the whole exotic thing going for me. I'll never forget like older men coming up to like 10-year-old me and being like, I have a wife who's Thai. You know, are you from Thailand?
Oh my god.
What part? Can you speak Korean? And I'm just over here like, I can barely read. Like yeah. So,
You're like, sir, why are you in my house?
Yeah.
sir, this is a subway.
This is a subway, please. But yeah, I mean, it's like you were raised the way you were raised, you know? And I'm
Yeah.
sure your family's great. I mean, I'm sure the carpets are disgusting.
Dirtiest. The dirtiest. Yeah.
What other hot takes were getting you canceled out here?
I mean, K-pop, Americanized Chinese food's better than the real stuff.
Okay, look. Look. I don't necessarily agree, but I understand this argument because look, man, taste is so subjective too,
Mhm.
right? And that's the thing. People get very upset if someone doesn't have the same taste buds as you. You feel me? And Panda Express is delicious.
It is.
And if you deny that, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah, I think
You're not better than anybody by hating on Panda.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with that, right? I think what gets annoying, and I've talked about this on the food podcast I do with David, is when people get so obsessed with being this that they don't allow themselves to like Panda Express, right? Like we specifically referenced this one, it was probably like a BuzzFeed video or some shit, where they gave Americanized Chinese food to old Chinese people and then the young Chinese people. And there was this like group, like one of the groups of young Chinese people were eating the chow mein. He's like, oh, this is a disgrace to my culture. This is
Just
disgusting.
personally offended.
How do they even call this like chow mein, right? And then the old Asian lady ate it. She was like, oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah. See?
One
They're-
specifically was like,
No
this,
pretense.
this tastes like our chow mein back home.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Right?
dude, you get so in your head with the bullshit.
It's like
Yeah.
identity culinary politics. It's the weirdest thing. It sneaks its way into everything.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of
Anime, especially, and
Yeah.
like music. I mean, it's cool. People got to have something to like hold on to have conviction about. And if it happens to be your rice and noodle choices, more power to you.
I mean, I get it. I think there's like a kind of like a new like Asian people specifically have really been like excited, like they're like we need to be loud about this shit now, you know, just because
Yeah.
for so many years it's like we weren't loud about this shit,
Yeah.
right? So and then finally, I think now it's like, hey, we want to make it known when we're pissed off about something, but sometimes, bro, like the chow mein is delicious,
And I
like,
respect that because I remember like if you were an Asian kid and you brought your Asian lunch to school, like you were getting kicked out of the cafeteria.
People were
They were like,
making faces
"What is
and
that
yeah, talking
smell?"
shit, yeah. So it's like, you know, I think
I
it's
get
a lot of that too.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, I'm gonna be proud of the shit. This is where I come from. I don't care
My
if you don't.
pickled fish, deal with it.
And the fucking soy sauce. I know it hit you kind of crazy at first, but taste the shit, man. It's delicious.
Soy sauce?
Fish
That's what you
sauce.
come with? Oh, fish sauce.
Fish
is rad.
sauce. Yeah.
You
Or
said-
those like, I recently,
Yeah.
I said soy sauce.
you
Yeah.
said soy sauce, and I was like, I
Damn.
don't know if that's so dangerous, man.
Shit.
You know what I
but I was
recently,
staying in my black place.
I know, I was like, you've always had the best food though. That's the thing, is like, nobody can talk shit on like black food.
I'm partial to Mexican food. Yeah.
I think
Mexicans-
one of my favorite memes is when like one kid posted, he's like, when you go over to your white friend's house for dinner, and he had like some seasoning in his pocket, and then someone replied with, "When you leave your black friend's house for dinner," and he had like Pepto Bismol or like antacids.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
See, that's how I was raised. It was all like Hamburger Helper and like, spaghetti from a can. And bless my mom, hardworking single mom. And she still put effort into the dishes. But, there's only so much I think that a legacy of white women can do in the kitchen.
I mean,
Let me tell you,
There's nothing wrong with that.
you put a little garlic powder in a can of SpaghettiOs.
Oh, that is fire. Don't
It
get
ain't
me started
bad.
on that.
It
Oh,
ain't
God.
bad. And
No.
look, my mom was an amazing chef. She still busted out the SpaghettiOs on occasion.
Yeah.
I was that kid that saw the American commercials, and I'm like, what the fuck? SpaghettiOs? What is that, Mom?
Oh.
Put the
what's the
real
bullshit
shit
you
down
got
for a
going
second.
on?
Yeah.
Ain't no O's in your shit. Where my O's at, man?
Give me this.
There's not enough letters in this dish.
Yeah, I'm like, these are
It's-
Thai letters. I can't read this.
Do you ever watch Fresh Off the Boat? Just like the funniest show.
Rick, that's Rick's shit.
That's
yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
oh, that show's so amazing. But that episode where he wants American lunch and he's like, "Come on, Mom, American lunch." It's like Uncrustables and shit, which I actually just bought some yesterday.
I got some Uncrustables in the freezer right now.
Convenience.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what would you say? Okay, so let's see. I mean, not to keep talking about your canceled Asian Day.
No, please do.
Let's see.
Let's dig the hole.
I think it's nice to be able to kind of expand on these topics right now that we got some time. You feel
Yeah.
Because it's all the shit's nuanced. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like you go on Twitter, someone fucking spouts off a handful of characters, and you take it whatever way you want. People get pissed off. It's like, hey, let's talk about it. You know?
Yeah.
But I can't believe you don't like K-pop. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I know. That. Okay. All right. And I want to say for the record, I don't know what camera to look at. There's a million in here. I'm going to look at all of them and you guys. K-pop is good. K-pop is great. It's fine.
You hear that?
I love what it did.
Fuckers.
Putting it ass blasted Korean culture into the brains and mouths of all Americans, and I love that. And you know what? Some of that shit, some of the edgier K-pop is fire. Okay, after that episode, I got into it, and I'm like, okay, it's not just like bubblegum and lollipops.
Right.
You know, it's some cool like stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and you got those like cutie little edgy boys who are like eyeliner and like 2000s emo, but
Yeah.
Asian,
It's
I
back.
guess. It's fucking back hard.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. Leave Jade alone.
It's so funny because it lasted like maybe a few days.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like we're just talking about
Back
this
now. It's
Yeah.
months later.
You're back on the
How could you
subreddit.
ever say?
And like, guess what? Tim is a sellout too for Astro on his podcast. There was a dude that got mad at me in my comments the other day because I was talking about Asian people and I said they instead of we.
Mhm.
And he was like, wow, Tim, you're so like, you so don't stand up for your people that you called Asian people they. When I was just kind of like
At least you didn't say it.
talking about just other Asian people doing other Asian shit. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
you don't all do the same shit.
And we're not all like Asian. Like there's not just one type of Asian. That
Mhm.
like nobody would say like a Filipino person and a Korean person are like the same. It's like there's.
I mean, some people might.
No, that's fine. But
When
we're
I'm
all
talk-
Chinese.
When I'm talking shit about shitty men, I say they. It's not we.
Yeah.
I'm not a part of that.
There you go.
When I Google you, it says you are a cosplayer.
So,
Years ago, I
Years
was
ago.
into that.
Is that something that like you got known for cosplaying? Like, 'cause it pops up on your Wikipedia.
I fucking know. It's so weird. Yeah. No, like when
did
I
it
was
one time
when I was
on
young.
Halloween.
It was one time. Yeah, like when I was younger, like in my early 20s,
Mhm.
I worked with a YouTube channel called Bat in the Sun.
Okay.
And they do these amazing movie quality like beat downs where it's like fans will vote like who do you want to see fight? Like and it doesn't have to be the same universe. It could be fucking like Batman versus Ryu and
Oh,
like
okay, that's tight.
they'll hire actors and stunt people and then actually play it out.
Ooh.
Yeah, and so I was Psylocke once upon a time. I'm any Asian character really that they need. But yeah, and then I got like really I've always been a huge like comic book fan and like graphic novels. And then yeah, it became more popular to be loud about those things
Mhm.
and like I guess cosplaying was part of that, and like making costumes and going to conventions. Like it used to be like really fun because you're
Yeah.
just surrounded by people who are just like you
And
know.
what happened?
It got okay. So this is so funny. This is gonna be so niche, but it got weird, man.
Yeah.
Like any community that gets really popular, you had some like really famous cosplayers. And I'm talking, and they were the OG OnlyFans pioneers. I will say that. There
You
were
have
like
OnlyFans?
no, not me.
Oh.
No, but thank you for asking. I'm sure I'm on there somewhere. I don't know. Drop the link. So long story short, like you would get these like micro celebrities and they would have like millions of followers on Instagram. And like it started to get like into a weird catty community. And as soon as I sensed I dipped out because I was like, we're at the end of the day, it's cringe, you know? It's cringe to be so pretentious about like literally just dressing up. It's like, why are you going to take that so serious? And a lot of those people ended up becoming OnlyFans artists, or I don't know, OnlyFans models. And they were like some of the first people to do that crossover from like IG cosplay stuff into here's my titties, you know? More power to them. Made a killing.
You ever buy stuff and then think, man, I want a little bit of that money back?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, with Fetch Rewards, you can kind of do that a little bit. If you scan the receipt from what you purchased, you get rewards. And that's a receipt from anywhere on anything you bought.
That's crazy.
So Fetch is super easy to use. Like I said, you scan your receipt or e-receipt and you earn points no matter where you shop. It's fast. Like you scan the receipt, redeem the points, spend the reward, all from your mobile device within minutes. It's easy to use. The process only takes seconds. You don't have to worry about where your receipt is from or what's on it. Just scan it and get the points. You can earn points from everywhere, any retail store, all Amazon purchases. You know I be shopping on Amazon.
Same Z's.
All e-receipts, restaurants, you name it.
Wow.
So download the app now and use the code NOCHASER to get 3,000 points when you scan your first receipt.
You know, there's a certain confidence that comes with being properly groomed. I'm talking about pubic hair, but not only pubic hair, but the rest of your body too, Rick. You know, there's an aura, a vibe. You can just tell by the way they carry themselves. You know, we call this BGE, big groomed energy, okay? And there's only one way to get that BGE, Manscaped. We'd like to introduce you to their biggest and best ultimate hygiene bundle yet, the Platinum Package 4.0. Wow, Manscaped. Manscaped is the leader in below-the-waist grooming, but now trust them with the rest. Join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code NOCHASER, okay? Now, let me tell you, Manscaped has definitely helped me maintain myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm a father now. I don't have a whole lot of time, but I'll tell you what, that lawnmower really does help me keep my pubes looking kempt and trim. You know what I'm saying? It's quick. You can use it in the shower. It has a little light. Super convenient. I genuinely use it. All right? Manscaped's brand new Platinum Package 4.0 is the biggest bundle they've ever offered, giving you a bulk discount on Manscaped's top products. Okay? I'm talking about inside this Platinum Package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0, which I use, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Ultra Premium Body Wash, Ultra Premium 2-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, Ultra Premium deodorant, Crop Preserver, Anti-Chafing Ball Deodorant, Crop Reviver Ball Spray Toner, Anti-Chafing Boxers, and the Shed Travel Bag to hold your goods while traveling. I mean, wow. Don't forget to apply their aluminum-free Ultra Premium deodorant for that cologne-quality scent on the go. But it's not just your pits that stank. Your balls can stank too. Oh, trust me, that's a fact. The Platinum Package 4.0 covers all bases from trimming to showering to leaving the gym smelling nice. This is the best bang for your buck, and this is great because you never know when you're in the bathroom of a Taco Bell and an employee wants to come in and snuggle your penis. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code NOCHASER20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code NOCHASER20. Unlock your big groomed energy with Manscaped. And remember, when you trim the hedges, the tree stands taller. So you've always liked, like, you know, you said graphic novels and comics and like cosplaying and like anime and shit like that.
Yeah.
Do you feel that like, how do you feel about girls that pretend to like that shit? Like the nerd appropriation.
Well, here's it. Okay, so I'm a big fan of, hey, live and let live.
Right.
Do what you want if you're not hurting anybody. But okay, I'm just gonna throw a name out there. Olivia Munn.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like, first of all, like I know a lot of stuff's come out about her recently that she's kind of a mean person and blah blah blah. But what really rubbed me the wrong way was when she was on IGN, you know, she hosted Attack of the Show, I think it was. She like in an interview actually admitted like I was never really into comics. I kind of faked it and I kind of just did some like fan service because I knew that like and I'm obviously paraphrasing, but she's like, I knew that like the nerdy boys, you know, I'm hot. If I pretend to like this stuff, they'll like be all over me. And, you know, good for her. She made it work. She pulled it off. But it was really bothersome seeing somebody like, I always forget the word. What do you call it when appropriate? Appropriate, I guess, nerd culture to like, to just win favor and, you know, to do all that stuff. And then she was cast as Psylocke. And that's
You're like, I'm supposed to be
I'm supposed to be Psylocke, which is fine. It's comically accurate. Psylocke was half Asian. But yeah, I don't know. That just, again, do what you want. And I'm sure that a lot of people who pretend to like that stuff will eventually genuinely start liking some of that stuff. But it is weird coming from like, and I'm sure you can ask any longtime like comic fan, like that's not stuff you were proud of in school most of the time.
Right.
No, you know, so. Yeah.
And now it's like the thing to do, you know?
It's the thing.
The thing. And you're a big anime fan? See, I here's my I don't know if we talked about this on the Asian Blasphemy, but I never really watched anime like that. You know, I feel like most anime I ever watched was a little Dragon Ball, couple Pokemon episodes.
Didn't you bring up like a hentai? You were like Black Bible or
Bible
something?
Black. Yeah.
Bible
So when I said that,
so casually too.
yeah, it's funny because I brought it up, just kind of play it off like, yeah, no, I know anime. Yeah, Bible Black, blah, blah, blah. Because I just know it was like a known hentai. So all the comments were like, no, he did not just say Bible Black. I've only seen like a scene or two. It's crazy. Yeah.
Was it on the hub or was it on like Crunchyroll?
No, it was on a hub. I didn't even know what Crunchyroll was for the longest time. Like every time I saw someone tweeting about like, oh yeah, like I need to get Crunchyroll, I thought they were talking about like legit sushi. And I was like, damn, there's a lot of people just talking about one specific type of roll right now. Like this
People
shit
are hungry.
must be fire.
I've had a Crunchyroll before. It didn't do
okay.
that to me.
Yeah, right?
It's all right. Wasn't enough eel sauce on there, but all right. Yeah, man. So okay, so what anime would you recommend to a anime noob?
Noobs? I mean, it kind of depends. But the fucking cool thing about I said F word. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, fuck it up.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, freak it up.
Okay. Well, anywho, it depends on what you're into. Obviously, like there's so many animes out there. There's something for everyone. Like if you're into like kind of like funny, cutesy, but also kind of like demonic shit. Like The Devil is a Part-Timer will always be just the best. Basically what happens is Satan gets cast out of hell and as punishment he has to like live on earth as like a mortal.
Okay.
And so he becomes a manager of McDonald's. In the show it's called McDonald's. And he becomes like, he's all epic about it. He's like, I will be the best McDonald's manager. And
That's
then he
funny.
ends up, I don't want to give it away, but
Okay,
it's really
please,
cool.
yeah.
And Blue Exorcist.
Okay.
Again, just amazing show. It's where like hell and the, you know, earth like kind of coincide and you get these like special exorcists who can cast out demons that humans can't see. It's really cool, you know?
What the hell earth going on?
And
Devil is a Part-Timer.
You're into food. You have a
I
whole
am.
podcast.
I do.
I just finished Food Wars.
Oh, I heard that shit's great too.
It's so funny. It's literally like, it's borderline, I wouldn't call it a hentai, but there are some scenes with some squid. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh, okay. Now you talking my language.
Yeah, you know, it's
Technical porn is
yeah.
my language.
There's some food and some orgasms. So what more could you want?
When you were talking about religion, it reminded me. I saw you post about Dogma,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is like one of my favorite. Yo, this movie. Have I talked to you about Dogma, bro?
You used to talk about it a lot.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's that movie that like changed my whole view on religion. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it's funny because even I was watching a little kid and I was like, I know this is a comedy and I know this is like fiction, but like
They're spitting.
my mind, they are spitting. My mind is getting chipped away right now. Not blown yet, but it was like, oh, this is intriguing. And you were the first person I feel like ever that talked about it that wasn't me. You
Oh,
know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know who would ever. If y'all, but the whole movie's on YouTube right now. If you guys want to
Oh,
check it out.
real?
Yeah, the full movie.
Nice.
You can't buy that movie
Really?
for whatever reason. For whatever legal reasons, I've tried to Google it. You cannot buy a copy of Dogma,
Really?
but it's on YouTube.
Huh. I think I still have my old DVD of it.
Word?
Yeah. I think I had it on VHS once before that. Because, we're that age now.
What's a VHS? What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. What's that? What's a VCR? What do you mean, DVD?
Well, we got some questions for you.
Oh.
A couple questions from the adoring fans here.
Oh my. Well, you messed up, okay? You put me in the same sentence as another Jade who's really fucking epic and amazing, and I'm like, no one's gonna notice me, Jade. They're
You're
gonna be like,
amazing
"That
too,
Jade.
Jade.
Thanks. She's really cool though.
She's cool. Oh, you've seen her stuff?
I have.
Yeah, you girls are both cool. You're cool girls. Just because you have the same name doesn't take away from the other Jade.
I'll be Jade Jr.
No, you don't have to do that. You're
Okay.
Jade Kim.
Yo.
Jade
You're
motherfucking
right,
Kim.
you're right. Okay.
Jade
okay.
Stradamus.
Yeah.
Don't take her shoes off, Jade.
Hell nah. I'm stapling that shit to my foot.
Okay. Okay. Blue Lantern 13 asks Jade, how was shooting Great Taste? How did that come about? Shooting with all def digital. How did
Oh,
you link up
man.
with those crazy boys?
So I actually, I knew Patrick for a long time. I don't even remember how I met him.
Because that motherfucker's a nerd, secretly.
Yeah, he's not even a secret. I love Pat. And then he was like, hey, do you want to come like film an episode? And I didn't know it was going to be like,
Good Patrick impression.
they exactly. I mean, get the dreads. They threw me in with the biggest comedians that they work with, like Kev on Stage and like Pat himself, and there was others, and he's just like, yeah, you're just gonna like improv with all these people, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? I don't know any of you. They're all really funny and famous, and I'm about to shit my pants. And so I did my first Great Taste, and it was like, all right, but I'm like, I don't know. You
get in there
nervous.
ready to defend a hamburger, and then you get there and they're all just making fun of each other.
I know. And it's like, you don't want to spit it back because, like, I know it's part of the show, but it's like, you don't know them like that. Like, I'm not going to make fun of somebody's receding hairline if I, like, only met them 10 minutes ago.
Right.
But that's it. Yeah. And it was awesome. I mean, the crew, they're all so nice and they're hilarious, like, on and off camera. And it makes you want to be very quiet because you're like, I can't be that funny. So I'm just going to shut up.
Jade, you're fucking Jade Kim.
Oh,
You're funny.
oh, thanks.
And you're popping on TikTok as well.
I feel like a lot of people are, which is great. TikTok has become like the creator haven,
You know, it's a good place to gain some new eyes.
You can post like the weirdest, dumbest shit and somebody's gonna like love it.
And all of a sudden it has fucking 10 million views.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Oh, it's great.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, here's an interesting question. Oh, I also, when I was Googling you, because this question reminded me of that, it said you're a big like science person?
Yeah.
Okay, where does
Yeah,
that come
science is
from?
cool.
What's that about?
Well, it all started. So in college, I was originally an astrophysics major. Pretty crazy curriculum
So
that
like
is.
super science.
So like super science on steroids.
Oh shit.
And well, I had kind of like an existential reawakening where I was like, I love this shit, but like I don't want to spend the rest of my life like in a clinical setting, doing research and stuff because my brain just doesn't really work like that. And so I shifted to the other end of the spectrum and I ended up getting a degree in public relations with an emphasis in nonprofits.
Okay.
And so I worked at the science museum called the Griffith Observatory for like 9 years doing science communications. I was also a host on a show called Tomorrow, which is like a fun little science news show.
Fun.
Yeah. And now I work for a nonprofit in the STEM, science, tech, engineering, and math world. And it's really cool. I'm really grateful because now I get to help women and minorities build careers in STEM. So,
Amazing.
yeah. I'm like super grateful for it.
So let me ask you this. When you're someone who's studying
Astrophysics?
astrophysics.
Funny,
I
because when
love
she
that.
said STEM, I was like, can you get my hair back?
Oh, themselves? Yeah, I love that when people make that. Can you grow my hair back? Rogaine, minoxidil,
No.
finasteride.
You're just making up stuff now.
Without all of the terrible side effects.
I will say I use minoxidil because I started losing my hair when I was like 20.
Really?
I used to have like twice as much hair.
Oh.
And then I also have started using these like peptides from The Ordinary. Anyways, it's been growing back, you know? So I'm not ashamed. You know, like I think when women lose their hair, it's very taboo. But like I had like full blown bald spots. Like my
word?
hairline was like receding and it
Word.
was really sad. So, you know, but
Do you know what the cause was? Or just
I think it's just genetic. Yeah. Thanks, Mom. Just kidding.
All right, so when you're studying to be when you're studying astrophysics, like what do you like? What do you want to be when you grow up?
So there's only a few tracks you can take. You can very commonly you can go into academia. So you can get your master's, maybe your doctorate, and then you teach. You can go into research. You can go to work for like NASA, or you can go to work for certain aerospace companies, like SpaceX or Blue Origin. I think it's kind of limited. I don't know what the job prospects are right now, but again, when I was considering what my life was going to be like for the next 20 years, it I don't know, didn't resonate with me.
I feel you. You know, I think that's what college is good for.
Yeah.
Like making decisions.
Fucking around and finding out.
Finding out. Because like you think it's one thing that you want to do, and then you do it for a little bit, you're like, I'm okay.
I was wrong.
Okay, I'm going to change my whole major and waste some more money.
Well, the cool thing about growing up really poor is that if you get good enough grades, the state will just pay you to go to school.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So that was neat.
Yeah. Then, man, I didn't get Did I get any of those? I mean, I filled in my FAFSA for sure.
Good stuff.
Got that FAFSA money. Helped my dad out a little bit. Oh, yeah, the question. That's right. Beware of Coco asks, if me, was a planet, how many revolutions do I make around the sun in a year?
If they were a planet?
No, if Tim was a
Tim
planet.
were a planet, how many revolutions around the sun would they make?
Would I make in a year?
So that question's kind of funny because a year actually insinuates that you've already made one revolution.
So this guy's an idiot.
No, I think he's maybe trying to trip me up, which is fine, but technically you would have made one. I think it's a riddle. Is it a riddle? I like these cheeky bastards.
Unless he's trying to say, like, because I got big head. Is that what you're trying to say, bro?
Or because you're really small.
Oh, big head, small body. That's a cute, like, that's
Like a
that's
baby.
cute. Yeah, like a baby.
Okay, here you go. Advice for interesting. Are you dating someone currently?
Yeah, I'm in
Okay.
a relationship.
Okay, so this is Syrian Maddie asks, do you have advice for someone who's been dating advice for someone who's been out of the scene for a long time?
Got it.
Did you get to experience the Tinder days, like the whole dating apps? Because I've been in a relationship for a long time, so I never really got to live that Tinder life, the app life. Did you get to get down with
I
that?
did for a couple years. And okay, so I will say, I never was on Tinder. I always felt Tinder was like a fucking animal show. It was like the Wild West. Like you go on Tinder, you just get dicks thrown at you. And so I was like, I kept a little integrity and I was on Bumble.
Okay, that's the one
Hinge.
where women choose
Throw
their
their-
message.
oh.
Throw their
That's where we throw our clips
Lips,
at
yeah.
you guys. But you know what? I am bummed to say I never knew about Raya, which is like the famous person, I guess. Like
Right.
you have to be like famous on it. I'm like, fuck. I could have swiped on like Ben Affleck. or something.
You probably could have.
Like,
Or
but-
Shia LaBeouf for
Of all
sure.
the people. to
I mean,
say
you know,
you should
the
be
only
an
reason I
athlete.
brought him up is because didn't he have that scandal where he was like trying to match with this girl on Raya and she unmatched him and he like video messaged her like, come on, man. It's me.
there
I'm
was
Ben
something.
Affleck.
Was that Ben Affleck?
That's
That's
Ben Affleck.
hilarious.
I thought you brought up Ben Affleck because of Dogma.
That too. Snoogans. He's in all,
Well,
him and
full
Kevin
circle,
Smith
huh?
are good.
Full
good
circle
buddies.
around the sun.
Bitch.
Damn, whole year.
Show's over. But yeah, I mean, I guess I think it depends on like why you weren't really dating in the first place. Like if you were taking time off to like focus on yourself, then great. I mean, I'm all about just being natural. I mean, you can try to put on, I think where people go wrong is they'll try to put on a facade or like this persona of what they think the other person wants, but like you can only keep that up for so long. And at the end of the day, it's kind of cringy because it's like you can kind of tell when people are phony. I think, just find people with similar interests and like, this is very generic advice.
It's okay, but it's helpful. Look,
Yeah.
let me ask you this. As a girl who has been on Tinder, right? Or one of the apps.
Yeah.
Because guys, I feel like guys, if let's say I was to start a Tinder account, right? I would try and go for some type of joke, attention getter joke.
Oh yeah.
Kind of a weird one to see who shares my strange sense of humor.
Fuck yeah.
As a girl, what do y'all do? Do you just kind of rely on the fact that I don't have to
I
say
look like
shit?
this.
Yeah.
So funny you
people
say
have
that.
Okay.
I made my Bumble profile a landmine of like very obscure references, and that's how me and my current partner met. Like I think Bumble, one of the Bumble questions was like, "What's your favorite quote?" And it's like, I forget. Oh yeah, I said something like anything by Kevin Smith, honestly. And so Brian is his name. He messaged me after we swiped on each other, and he's like, "Fuck Jay and Silent Bob. Fuck them up. They're stupid asses." And that's one of those quotes that's like, if you don't know where that's from, you'd think he's just being really weird.
He's an asshole to you.
Yeah, but I'm like, oh my god, like that's from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
And he was trying to like test you, be like, is she really about to Kevin Smith shit?
Or is she a poser?
Yeah,
And I was
exactly.
like, and that's how we met. I was in line at a Chipotle when I saw that on my phone. I was like, fuck yeah.
I'm gonna get the guacamole today because I'm in a good mood.
All right.
Wow.
Rock out with your guac out.
Hell yeah.
They say.
And then you guys fell in love and got married.
We have 3 cats now. Not married, but we do have 3 cats.
Oh, you're like living lovers.
Yeah.
Wow.
I say that so judgmentally.
No, I mean, well, I didn't know how long you guys been together. So
Parents.
how
He's
long?
living with people without being married, huh?
Huh.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You're on the lease together? Jesus Christ.
With multiple cats.
Do you make the cats rub their paws off at the door before they come in, or you just let them run around?
Well, first of all, they're not.
Massage your blankets with their dirty paws.
Well, first of all, they're not street cats. They're not just like selling drugs on the corner. They're, you know,
Yeah,
very.
Cat's captive.
So now you don't let them out, huh? They're wonderful cats. I love them all. My baby is Mr. Rogers. I've had him for 4 years.
Cute. And what are the other cats' names?
So the 2 cats from his side are Lola and Jagger.
Okay.
Very nice as well.
Double cat guy.
Yeah, that's another green flag. I was like, a man who's good with cats.
So he has 2 of them.
You just,
Awesome.
yeah. So oh yeah, put funny shit on your profile. Be funny. But being funny, if you're funny, I don't think it really matters how conventionally attractive you are. Like, I will say, a long time ago, when I was like 18, like I remember there was a person in this group, like not my type, like he's just not that handsome, but he was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing that like, yeah, we ended up hooking up.
Having sex.
We did the deed.
I've said many times, I can joke some panties off a woman, let me
It's
tell
the
you.
only
that
way I
voice,
get
too.
sex.
Yeah, hey, how'd you like to hear some jokes and show me your vagina?
Knock, knock.
Slippery when wet.
I mean, it's facts though, you know?
Yeah. Same with women too. Like,
that-
and just funny people in
that's
general.
also true. Funny women, a not traditionally attractive woman can for sure be more attractive if
You
she's
can laugh your cock out.
laugh my cock right out.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take a lot to take my cock out, but it'll get it up faster with the laugh, you know?
There you
because
go.
I have erectile dysfunction. That's why you gotta bluechew.com.
Oh, is that a sponsor?
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. What's Blue Chew?
Blue Chew is a pill that you take. It's like
Is it a chewable?
it is a chewable.
Fuck
Yeah.
Yeah. And guess what? Their versions of Cialis and Sildenafil are chewable as well.
Oh.
And they're made in the USA, ships to your door in a discreet package.
They like,
No need for the office and awkward consultation.
there's not like a giant dick on the box.
it's just
Did they tell you what happens if a girl takes it?
No.
I want to try one.
I'll bring you one.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious.
I just like,
Takes it and we just watch her.
Yeah.
right?
Is anything, did you check down there yet? You okay?
Anything bigger? Huh?
Her vagina explodes.
Right?
Or it's just hard.
Oh my god.
Touch it.
It just freezes up. Oh shit.
It's like a rock.
It turns blue.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that's cool. Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm glad we're destigmatizing that.
Yeah.
Chewies for everyone.
Fun. Well shit, anything else you wanna plug while we're here?
Plug? No, I don't got a whole. Oh wait, hold on, I'm wrong. Well, it's still kind of like in talks. Well, I will be doing some really cool training of the MMA jiu-jitsu
Really?
style stuff. Currently prepping for another Bat in the Sun video.
Tight.
I don't want to give any
details.
details, but it's gonna be cool. I'm excited.
So like I was gonna ask, so like did you like know any type of like martial arts or
I did, yeah. I did some stunt training, and I did take some Muay Thai. Now, when COVID hit, it gave me every excuse to be the lazy piece of shit that I normally am. So it's been a while, but I'm trying to get back into it. Yeah. So
fun? Oh, and you don't want to give it away who you're gonna be. Okay. Tell us off camera. Tell us off camera.
yeah, sure.
Well, shit, guys. Hey, thanks for watching another episode of the No Chaser podcast. Thank you to my guest Jade Kim for
Thank
stopping
you.
by. Make sure you check her out, follow her on everything. Hey man, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that bullshit. Rate it 5 stars on wherever you listen to your podcasts. And hey, thanks for watching. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
I'm Nikki Blade. Bye.